Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the SH Figuarts Bulma. So yes, here we have the new SH Figuarts Bulma, the Adventure Begins version of Bulma, as in the not shitty one. If you happen to have seen my review for the other Bulma, you know that I hate it. So I'm very happy to get this one, which I do not hate, and it is actually a very good figure, and if you like Bulma, you should absolutely pick it up because it's way, way better than the other. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison, of course here we have Bulma. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. As you would expect from a Japanese 1/12 scale figure and a shorter character in general, she is a good bit smaller than a standard American 6-inch scale figure, but still bigger than a 3 3/4-inch figure. And here she is compared to a standard Dragon Ball SH figure art, which is Goku, and the other Bulma. She is pretty much the exact same size as the other Bulma, so that's good. And she's about a head shorter than Goku, which is fine. So let's get everything else out of here and just look at Bulma. Moving on to our 360 spin, Bulma is wearing her pink short sleeve dress. It's got sculpted lines on it. It says Bulma on the front and 97 on the back because she is the 97th Bulma. It's got a little brown belt with a buckle, a holster, and a satchel on it. She has a brown glove on one side and a red wristwatch on the other. A little purple scarf around the neck, purple socks, and blue shoes with light blue accents and white toes. Overall, it's a really good representation of this outfit. I have no complaints. It looks pretty much exactly the way I would expect it to. Head sculpt-wise, Bulma's got her blue hair. It's got some little bangs hanging down in the front, a big braid in the back, and a red bow. Then she has 3 faces. She has a standard smiling face, an open mouth smiling face, and her big exaggerated screaming face. I'm really fond of that face. I always like the very expressive faces. It'd be nice to have more than 3 faces, but I don't have any complaints about the 3 that we do have. And if you do want some more faces, the faces from this Bulma and the other Bulma that they released are actually interchangeable, so you can use any of those faces that you want with either figure. Articulation-wise, Bulma is pretty good. Big ball hinge in the head, so that moves forward and back, rotates, pivots. Shoulders move in and out, forward and back, rotate around in the socket, bicep cut, disc elbows, wrist hinge and rotation. Got a ball peg in the chest and the waist so you can get some good body movement. Hips move in and out, forward and back, rotate around on the joint. The skirt surprisingly doesn't get in the way too much. Disc knees, hinge, pivoting in the ankles, and you do not get a toe joint. So overall, you can get her into plenty of poses. Honestly, the lack of toe joints the biggest complaint that I have, and it's not even that big of a deal. The other Bulma didn't have one either, but her shoes are certainly big enough that you could easily put a toe joint on there and it would look fine. Accessories-wise, you get several hands. You get 3 left hands and 6 right hands. You get a fist hand for each side, a slightly different pointing hand for each side, and an open hand for each side. Then for the gloved side, you get the gun holding hand, the Dragon Radar holding hand, which has a little peg in it, and the capsule holding hand. The capsule is not removable. It's capsule number 9, which is a motorcycle. Then you get said Dragon Radar, which can be pegged into that hand, the 2-star Dragon Ball, which can be loosely held in the open, relaxed kind of hands. Then you get 2 different holsters that attach to her belt, one that has the pistol in it and one that does not. And then you get the loose pistol, which can be held in her gun-holding hand. So that's a reasonable amount of stuff. I wish she had like a symmetrical amount of hands. I'm not really fond of having a random assortment of hands like this, but it's not a massive complaint, and that's pretty much the only complaint I've got whenever it comes to accessories. Packaging-wise, you get a pretty standard SH Figuarts packaging, although it is a bit smaller, just like the other Bulma box was. SH Figuarts Bulma, Adventure Begins. Picture of the figure on the side. Tamashii Nations logo, Bandai logo, Toei Animation logo, all those sorts of things. On the back you get some pictures and poses for the figure and some warning label stuff that I cannot read. As always, these are good for in or out of package display, and that about wraps it up for Bulma. So until next time, goodbye! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my content, feel free to subscribe and click that little bell thing. I've been told that that does something or other. You can also give me money to buy toys at patreon.com/vrreviews, see pictures of toys at instagram.com/vrreviews, or see tweets about toys at VenomRaptor09 on Twitter. And I would greatly appreciate you doing any of those things.